Hey everyone, welcome back. In this video, we're going to learn how to use the device configuration window in Cisco Packet Tracer. This is one of the most important skills for beginners because this is where real device configuration actually happens. By the end of this video, you'll be able to understand the main tabs inside a device, power devices on and off, add hardware modules, configure a device using the Cisco CLI, and save your configuration correctly. This is a hands-on video, so I recommend opening Packet Tracer and following along with me. Let's get started. Let's begin by clicking on a device. I'll start with a router, but the same idea applies to switches and PCs. When you click on a device, a window opens. This is called the device configuration window. Across the top, you'll see three main tabs we care about: the physical tab, the config tab, and the CLI tab. You'll see these tabs on almost every device in Packet Tracer, and understanding what each one does is critical as you move forward. The physical tab shows the hardware side of the device. This is where you can power the device on or off and install hardware modules. The config tab lets you configure devices using a graphical interface. This can be helpful for beginners and for visualizing settings. The CLI tab is the most important one. This is where you type real Cisco iOS commands, just like on real routers and switches. In this video, the CLI will be our main focus. Let's switch to the physical tab. Here, you can see the actual hardware layout of the device. Some routers don't come with all interfaces installed by default. To add a module, first power off the device, then drag the module into an empty slot. After that, power the device back on. This step is important because if an interface doesn't exist, you won't be able to configure it in the CLI. Now let's take a quick look at the config tab. We won't use this tab much, but it's useful as a visual reference. If I click on a PC and go to the desktop tab, then IP configuration, I can set the IP address, subnet mask, and default gateway. This is how PCs are commonly configured, even in real environments. On routers and switches, the config tab lets you visually see things like the hostname, interfaces, and IP address fields. Take a moment to notice what can be configured here. Next, we'll move to the CLI, which is how network engineers actually work. Now we're moving to the most important part of the video, the CLI. Click on the CLI tab. When the CLI opens, you'll see a prompt that ends with a greater than sign. This is called User EXEC mode. To access full configuration commands, type enable. Now the prompt changes to a pound sign. This is privileged EXEC mode. To start configuring the device, type configure terminal. Now we're in global configuration mode. Notice how the prompt changes where you are. Let's start by setting a hostname. Type hostname R1. Notice how the prompt updates immediately. That's how you know the command worked. Now let's configure a network interface. First, enter interface configuration mode by typing interface G0/0. Next, assign an IP address. IP address 192.168.11.255.255.0. And very important, turn the interface on by typing no shutdown. If you forget this command, the interface stays down even if the IP address is correct. To exit interface mode, type exit. To see what we've configured so far, type show running-config. This shows the current configuration stored in memory. Right now, this configuration will be lost if the device restarts. To save it, type copy running-config startup-config. This copies the configuration into permanent memory. Before we finish, let's put this video into context. In video 1, we focused on getting comfortable with Cisco Packet Tracer itself, including the interface, device windows, and overall layout. If any part of today's configuration felt fast or unfamiliar, I recommend going back and watching that first video. In this video, you learned how to configure devices mainly using the CLI, including setting host names, assigning IP addresses, bringing interfaces up, and saving configurations. These are skills you'll use over and over again. In the next and final video, we'll move into simulation mode. You'll learn how to slow the network down, watch packets move between devices, and understand what's really happening when you send traffic like a ping. When you're ready, continue with video 3, and I'll see you there.